Okay, no, I'm so glad that he brought this up because it makes for a great discussion. Understand that in Texas, child support is usually based off of the non custodial parent's net income. So it'll be calculated based off a percentage, okay? So, what do you do whenever the non custodial parent is actually overpaying you before you take him to child support court? Okay, so we find that when we consult with women, they will often admit that they have entered into like this informal agreement as to how much he'll be paying her per month, but sometimes those payments are less, sometimes they're more, they're inconsistent, she has to beg for them. And so when we pull up the child support calculator and ask her, do you know about how much money he makes, we sometimes find that he's actually overpaying her and that if she takes him to court, she'll be getting less. But she still wants to move forward with it because at the end of the day, especially if he's a W 2 employee and it's going to be automatically taken out of his paycheck, at least she'll know how much money she'll be getting consistently. She won't have to beg for it. And so, a win is a win.
Really know if this is my last time, but what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. Google a book first so you can find it on Amazon. This one's going to be about how sometimes you get more without child support. Um, I I put myself on child support. I'll just be honest, but I was trying to get custody and blah blah blah, and you had immediately I put on child support because I was going for custody. But the one thing I learned even in that thing, I was giving more myself than the court. The court's like, no, you ain't got to give all that. You giving this. So in some ways she got less, but in some ways she got more. It's weird, but well, it's yeah, because I was already paying the medical insurance, so whatever. But when it comes to this, I've learned, over the time and over the years, that some of you ladies, I get it. Like some of y'all say y'all getting money sporadically, and then y'all want money on a regular basis. And it winds up being that the money he gave you sporadically actually is more than the money you get on a regular basis. And when you find that out, a lot of you ladies don't stop. I just want the money. Okay, fine. And then what I've noticed over the years is now you want him to do the extra stuff, like the stuff he was doing before you put him on child support, or before he put himself on child support. Because sometimes guys put themselves on child support because you ladies are doing too much. Y'all asking for too much. Y'all going, he's giving you more than you would get anyways, but you still asking for more and more and more. So he's like, look, okay, ladies think I'm gonna get more out of you, so they take the guy, and then guys like, I'm gonna show you what you're gonna really get, and then you wind up with less either way. Now, the truth of the matter is, I would say with the majority of this stuff, most guys would rather not be in the family court child support system, but most guys can't trust the mothers of their kid or children, because what a lot of ladies do, they'll collect money for an extended period of time, and then walk up in the court and say, I never got nothing. And I can say that, for myself. I can actually say that for myself. It's like, because how can I put this? Like, there were a few times when I had custody of my son. The first time she didn't pay anything, and when we went to court, because she wanted him back at the time or whatever, it was weird. But then she was like, I didn't pay anything for the year that she took him, but she took him. She literally took him. It's basically like low key kidnapping. Um, so the year that I had him, she didn't pay anything. The year that she had him, because she trying to keep him for custody, my lawyer told me don't pay anything, but she got in court. I didn't get nothing. It's like, okay, what about the year that I had him? Yeah, I didn't get nothing. No, you're a man. You're gonna pay. There is no. It's even. And so the second time that happened, um, still kind of going through the second time. I ain't even been to court yet about the money part because there's a whole custody thing again. Same situation happened. Low key kidnapping. um, the interesting thing about it was, how can I put it? The court was like, well, yeah, she did some funny stuff, but hey, man, you're gonna keep paying what you've been paying. You was paying while he was with you, and she kept all the money. And are we gonna reduce the payments then? You're gonna be paying what you're paying. I'm gonna act like I ain't hear nothing. Well, I didn't say that at the time. I take it back. But then I put in after the fact for a reduction, and all of a sudden the court system don't work no more. All of a sudden, reduction or termination, all of the court systems, the automated systems that reply like all your request has been. See, you should have a court date on the way. Nothing. Now they don't answer the phone, right? But guys would rather do it that way, as far as going to without the family court. But you can't trust these ladies because of what I said before I went on that tirade. The mothers would take the money and then go, I didn't receive anything for 5 years, and then put you, 5 years in arrears and try to be smiling in your face like you cool, and it's like, so that's why sometimes people just say, let's just do the child support thing. And then, sometimes the ladies find out they're going to get less than they thought. And then it's an issue. And, the other thing is, it's different than it was because overtime didn't really count. Like if you make whatever you make 40 hours a week, that's what you made 40 hours a week. And in some ways it kind of fast forwarded to what do you make a year? Because if you worked overtime, some of that year is like, look, it's not guaranteed that I work overtime. Well, since you made this that year, you're gonna have to find a way to make that same amount the next year and the next year and the next year. And it's like, oh. So they try to jam you up for whatever they could get. But like I said, you still wind up with less. And then, I've seen plenty of times where guys go, look, I'm not doing nothing else. This is what the court said I'm going to do. I ain't doing nothing else. And then why don't you do this? And why don't you do that? And it's like, listen, child support and visitation are two different things. So they want the money on a regular, but you can't see your kid on a regular. You can't talk to your kid on a regular. And it's like, oh, no. Yeah, I ain't helping you with nothing. The kid, the son or daughter need X, Y, and Z. It's like, well, take the child support. Such and such need this. Take the child support. And then they get mad. It's like, no, I'm not helping you. I'm not helping you. And then, right now it's tax season. So a lot of you ladies, y'all collect this child support. Then y'all get these tax checks and these breaks for these kids. And kids don't see nothing. So the guys are watching this. Like I claimed my son once. And he's about to be 18. So basically once in 18 years. And the irony of it is I had him. The second time I had him, she's filing. I'm filing. I'm gonna get the tax. I'm like, whoa, okay, interesting. And the first time I had him, she tried to do that the first time too. So it was crazy. But she asked, can I file him? Like, for what? But you find out over time that a lot of that money is just pretty much like discretionary funds to do whatever you want to do or whatever. And then it becomes an issue because why keep doing this type of stuff? And then they get mad at the court because you should increase it. You get in a relationship, if you get married, they married, now they got two incomes, I need an increase. And, you try to break up people's households and homes. And even on the flip side of that, women, child support comes in and all of a sudden she wants to get married. if she wants to be in a relationship and she wants to settle down now, I don't want to be single no more. No, she just don't want it. She needs extra money. That's what that's about. So this is why, like, some dudes just like, hey man, I'm just pay the child support. And if you get less, that's what you get less, whatever. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.